Vishnu, over to you for what the latest numbers are showing.
Well, if only they had an electronic voting machine, that's something we certainly should be exporting to them. It's so complicated in the United States. And you know what? We're not even going to get an idea today. But here are a couple of important points that we need to actually look at. Now, these are some of the key states where Trump has a lead: Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Texas, and Wisconsin. These are also important states which will decide the final outcome. Now, the Trump lead over here is 2.2% in Georgia, 1.3%, 1.5%, 11.4% in Pennsylvania. We'll talk about Pennsylvania in a moment. In Texas, 6.1%. In Wisconsin, it's very low. That Pennsylvania, the state of Pennsylvania, could actually be key. Now, the results in Pennsylvania are expected only on the 6th because they'll be counting the early votes and the late votes only by Friday. So these are important in terms of states, but just look at the percentage of votes which have actually been counted. That is increasing in the last couple of hours from a high of 96% in Texas to a low of about 75% in Pennsylvania. Obviously, the Trump camp would be arguing that the higher the number of votes counted, the less a possibility of there being a real change on the ground. Biden says, no, look, there have been a very large number of early voters and also late voters. Their votes need to be counted as well. So let's take a look again at some of the key states which you need to watch out for. In fact, a lot of the states I spoke about mentioned over there: Texas, Georgia, North Carolina, Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. I just want to mention the dates over here. So today, Wisconsin, Michigan, Georgia, and Arizona is when results are still expected by this evening. On the 6th, which is Friday, Pennsylvania. Next Tuesday on the 10th, Nevada and Alaska. And North Carolina, the deadline for postal votes is on the 12th next week on a Thursday. So that's when some of those results will emerge. But we should know, unless this goes to the courts, a clearer idea of who's going to win. Let's move on now to a couple of the other points on what the bookies are saying. Now, it needs to be mentioned over here that the bookies have been getting it incredibly wrong, and they've been changing their minds. It's not quite been like a cricket match where they say something and that's often the way it is. Yesterday, it was 60% for Biden, right? About 6-7 hours back, 35%. They're now saying 77% for Biden and 23% for Trump. Now, earlier in the day, if you joined in, you would actually see Trump having surged in a couple of states. At least that was the prediction of pollsters. But that has changed somewhat when the realization that the early votes and the counting time taken and the late votes is something that's going to actually change things. So at the moment, it's Biden 77, Trump 23. Remember, Trump is a very unhappy man. He has said he is going to the U.S. courts. He said he's going to the Supreme Court. He needs to go to some of the other courts first before he can do that. And that time process, it could be about a month before it ends up in the Supreme Court, if it ends up there at all. All right, so when can we actually expect the results? So again, just a repeat of what I was mentioning a little while earlier on. On the 4th of November is when we can see these states over here where the results could in fact come in. Then it moves to the 6th, which is a Friday. Friday the 6th is when Pennsylvania will take place. Tuesday the 10th, Nevada and Alaska will happen. And then Thursday the 12th, North Carolina. So this is when the results are actually expected in these states. But who's going to become the president? Perhaps we might know earlier. Again, nobody really knows because even Biden says that he might end up going to court. So a couple of important candidates over here. Meera Nair's rapper politician's son, Zohran Mamdani, has won the New York Assembly seat over here. So a couple of interesting names which we can mention over here. An Indian origin Congressman Raj Krishnamurthy has been re-elected to the House of Representatives. So there is another electoral process also for the Senate as well that we should speak about. And so a couple of important chosen ones there on your screen.